Okay. I know, I'm sorry. So real quick, bring over the gray zone, and then all you have to do is activity 1 and 2 on your own time whenever you'd like to do that. Henry has been with his company for many years because Henry has a good deal of experience and is a management position. He believes that he is usually right and that his team should follow his direction. One day, Henry comes up with an idea for a new way to produce one of the company's most important products. He tells his team about the new idea, but unfortunately, they are not as excited about Henry's idea as he had hoped. That's always sad. They question the decision and point out that the new process might not work. Henry listens to their feedback, but ultimately tells them that he is in charge and knows best, and that they are required to follow his directions. Is Henry managing ethically, or is he being unfair, even though he thinks he is acting in the best interest of the company? What do you think? Is he right? Is he wrong? No, that's I'm asking you. Is he right or is he wrong?
I feel like it's a both-sided kind of thing because obviously it is a gray zone topic, but it's more of I think they should be more open to try new things to try to advance the company, but he should also be a little bit more lenient with his judgment and also be like, we can try this for a little bit and see how it works out, and if not, then we can go back to how we did things before. I just want to see if this works. That's how I think he should take it.
Yeah, I get
Well, I
it.
mean, so like, so he is ultimately the person in charge, but like, if they're unsatisfied, their work ethic's gonna be low and stuff, and so he needs to consider one of those things too. And stuff to be good.
Yes, that is correct as well.
Yeah, unless the company is like failing and like going downhill fast, and there's no, immediate danger, and he can work it out and try to figure out what
Mm-hmm.
needs to, what's wrong with his idea. But if nobody can suggest an idea fast enough, if it was in danger, then I mean, it is his decision at that
Yeah.
point.
All right. Yeah. I like that. I like that y'all were it. I think I feel like y'all are a little have your maturity level a little bit higher for answering it the way you did because a lot of people I feel like would look at that very quickly and be like, oh, he's wrong. He's wrong because he should listen to everyone else telling him what. No, he obviously has the experience. He knows what he's talking about. He's done this. He knows what's up. Now, could that mean he gets stuck in his own way and that he's stuck in the past and things need to move forward? Yeah, there definitely needs to be a little bit of understanding, you know, someone with experience, but also understanding new things do happen. Has anyone seen, and you probably haven't because it doesn't seem like it's getting many views, it's on Netflix, it's called The Crew. Kevin James is in it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Love
Yeah,
Kevin
I've
James.
seen it.
You have seen it. All right, wow, someone's seen it. I love some Kevin James. So honestly, if Kevin James like put out a comedy special of him burping, I probably would tune in just real quick just to see what it was about. No, I'm kidding. But basically, the whole show is premising around the old owner. It's about a NASCAR crew. That's why it's called the crew. The old owner of the team basically retires, and his daughter comes in. She's a graduate from Stanford. She's from Silicon Valley. She's got all these new ideas. Um, and they basically are butting heads the entire show. Towards the end of the season, I'm assuming y'all probably aren't going to go watch. It's like 10 episodes. They're 30 minutes. It's not that bad, but it's a little cheesy. Probably not y'all's taste. The only reason I'm probably hanging on to it's because it's Kevin James. But anyway, the thought process towards the end though is that they start realizing, oh, they can both learn something from each other, and that's important in this topic where the new ideas are going to be important. Like basically, for a good example is she drops um, their old time sponsor, the steakhouse that was their big time sponsor, because the guy's kind of jerk, he's kind of crazy, and she just does not like him. He's not usually in her definition politically correct, and he is kind of out of the way in some things. But then she goes for fake steak, which, if you know NASCAR, um, probably vegan steak isn't going to go too well with the NASCAR community,
The fake
most
steak
likely.
episode was really funny because like everybody
Yes, everyone hates the fake steak. Yes, so it's just nasty, like gross tasting fake steak based off of what the show presented us. Not saying vegan steak is nasty. I'm saying I feel like I have to walk a tightrope these days. I feel like I could just easily get canceled over anything else. Teacher says that vegan food is gross. Not saying
My
that.
sister's vegan, and she eats like these vegan burger things, and it's just there's no meat, just plants, and I'm not gonna lie, they smell pretty good.
yeah, the vegan
I wouldn't dare have one, but they
pretty
smell
I
good.
wouldn't dare.
Like,
I
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, there was a short amount of time where I was vegetarian. I wasn't vegan, but I was vegetarian for anyway. But like, it's not a replacement for meat. Like, it doesn't taste like meat. But some of the
Yeah. Honestly, there was these there was this ad for these chicken nuggets, and they weren't like real chicken, but they were vegan chicken nuggets, and I was like, that kind of look like they'd be smacking. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I don't. I probably still want my chicken nuggets, but.
Like vegan food not being real chicken.
And
It's stuff you get from
You
McDonald's.
know, I was like, yeah, you can go eat at McDonald's. It's probably the same thing. No, but anyway, to the point of that, though, basically saying like she quickly realized, this isn't good. The fake steak isn't working out as well as we thought it would. Things like that. And they deal with some political. They don't really hit political things, but they're kind of on the verge of hitting some political issues. Which I kind of like that they were on the verge of it, just kind of talking about it, not really going on either side of it. They were just showing that the world is dealing with these things. So I thought it was kind of cool. Not that the show with Kevin James is but so deep, but either way, again, basically coming down, I think y'all all said it pretty well. Basically, he needs to not be stuck in his own ways, but at the same time, they need to be open. Both sides need to be open that they can try it. And maybe they try it with some of the things they're talking about. Like, hey, we see this little issue. Well, how do we fix that issue now? Let's implement it. Those are just some of the things. But yeah, that's the gray zone I want to talk about today. And if you are watching this later, just make sure you do activity 1 and 2. Y'all will have time to do it because you have the post test tomorrow as well. So if you've got to be in here. But yeah. So anyway, I'm going to stop the recording. So everyone watching this later, I hope